All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New England Patriots. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready, blue ready. Check tight.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 25 on second down, Winston. And Brait, the tight end's got it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
43 to Mike, 43. Check, 43. Hey.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
61, matchbox lights. Get it.
Stidham sets to throw on 1st. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's White. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, get the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Throwing, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game, and
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Marquise Goodwin, 99 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Give me that ball. Let go.
After the interception, here's Stidham. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on it and then let him run.
He's got some space. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 21 yards away. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over him.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Typically down in the first half, I might say, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He sets to fire deep. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 18. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll throw on 1st down with Stidham. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this 1st half. It's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A give to Michelle running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. 1st down, here's White. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now Winston. Underneath, he's got Brate. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. The Buccaneer 1st, Winston to Brate.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Come on. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will take over at their own 20. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
45. X3. 218. Chopper. Check pass. Whip. Fire.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Stidham. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ready,
The
set.
last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Get it.
On 3rd down, Michelle. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Landry now on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Second quarter in Cleveland. The Raiders are out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Winston. Flush to his right. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Winston now. He's going to look deep down the field. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This is taken at the 15. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
50, plant. Hey, man. Watch the boots. No. Greystone, travel. On the ball. Be grip.
They go play action with Stidham. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Jam.
Stidham again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. The extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Mike, 45. Let's get the ball.
Shoot. 2nd and 10 now, Stidham. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
65. 80 weapon. Check 26. Check 26. Ready.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Check. Protein spill. Check, Mike, 45.
Play action. It's Stidham. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On first down, Michel, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Down. 60 or 45. Here we go, D.
And it's Michel once again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
And this will be caught at the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Winston airing this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Hey, stop. I'm coming out. Flip it.
Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to get a score back. Extra point by Gay is up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that
by
is
the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, they run with Michelle. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Winston. Complete. He finds Braid. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From 4th down to 1st. Jameis now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again with Winston. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. To throw, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, go.
On 1st down, Stidham. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Pull it high. Alert. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Switch, switch, switch.
On 2nd down now, McFarland. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Not the trend he wanted to start the season. Fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And they'll try Michel here running on the right side. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Again, it's Michel. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Sony Michel won't get there. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
5 on 50. 5 on 50. That's it. Three's the mic, boy. 43.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Hey, Alpha. 5.
Off the play fake. Here's Stidham. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Stidham. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. New England on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Stidham. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A spin. Fights loose. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And now here's another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. Landry, the intended target. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check the out. Check the out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michel. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On third down, McFarland. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Now Landry. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the pit. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Working out of the gun, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That's good for our Patriots. First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Michel. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's it?
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1, Stidham. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Now a play fake here on first down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Now Stidham, off play action. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Yeah, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
I got it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Winston. He's got White here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Looking downfield for Godwin, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Stidham's going to set up to throw this. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Jameis again. That is caught at the 7. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll throw again. Winston. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Throwing, Winston. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking for Landry that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That's fielded in the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.